I don't believe what I just heard. So, baseball metaphors matter big time. And if you don't believe that culture and baseball mirror each other, you know nothing. Ken Burns proved that the bottom of the 13th. So, let's see, New York versus LA. Remember, the 5th of November. We all know that summer ends, and, well, fall. The Fall Classic, which this is the first time in a few years it hasn't turned into the November Classic. So, remember the 5th of November. So, after the boys of summer have gone. Interesting. So, let's talk about baseball metaphors matter, mirror of culture. What cost the Yankees handed the Dodgers the World Series on a silver platter? Errors, and analytics and errors. And they think about it. How tightly and closely did this mirror the 1988 series? I got to tell you the story. I'm driving from Ogden to San Diego, which I did my whole life. Got the kids with me. 88. Stop in Vegas back when Vegas was cool. Get some food, eat, get some rest, just take a break. Long drive. That was before, I-15, was getting to be new then, 40th Street. And I look up on the board, and the Dodgers, I'm a Dodgers fan. Well, sort of. I grew up an Orioles fan and a Dodgers fan. I mean, Ogden, we were Dodger fans. So, love Lasorda. So I look on the board, and they're 30-1. The Dodgers had a really ragtag team they'd just thrown together that year. I mean, they had a bunch of washed up, freaking used up Rick Dempsey from the Orioles, Kirk Gibson. It was kind of like George Allen's old Over the Hill gang. And, just throwing a bunch of them together. I mean, they didn't really have a shot. It didn't look like it. And they had a pretty good pitching staff. And they had a guy named Oral Hershiser, who was truly one of the great pitchers in postseason in history. So, Glenn Hubbard, who I grew up with, who played at Ben Lomond High, had just been traded from the Braves to Atlanta. So everybody's rooting for Atlanta around here. Or, excuse me, for the A's. The A's have left the Bay. So, I'm very close friends with his younger brother, Steve. Anyway, so everybody's rooting for the A's. So, we're right over there watching game one. Oh, I think some of those guys still want to kill. When Gibson hit that home run, I jumped up like crazy. I mean, it's so similar. Freeman, the bad ankle, as, well, legendary. What he did in this World Series is epic. Really epic. So similar. And didn't that game go 5? Oh, I think so. So, errors, and analytics. So, in game 1, Boone goes to the computer and brings in the rust bucket. The guy hasn't pitched for 2 months, please. You think Lasorda would use the fucking computer? None of those guys would. They're fucking managed from their guts. So baseball's turned into home run derby. That's what it is. It's 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, well, 95 plus, and home runs. It's basically, Major League Baseball is home run derby. That's what it is. There's no, I mean, a guy like Mark Blanchard would never have a chance in baseball this year. I mean, these great fielders. I mean, it used to be about defense. It used to be about that glove on the infield. Well, anywhere. I mean, center field. Judge's there was pitiful, but he's there, not there to, catch. He's there to hit home runs. And it still wouldn't have cost him. That's got to be one of the most, well, I think it's one of the biggest errors in Major League history. World Series history, anyway. Bases are loaded. There's 2 outs. They hits a dribbler to first base. They're out of the inning. He knows he's out of the inning. So much that he knows he's out of the inning, he walks to the dugout instead of covering first base. He flips it. There ain't nobody there. Are you kidding? And Freeman made him pay, didn't he? Oh, boy, did he make him pay. After the boy. So, the analytics and errors, they're out of that. They don't get nothing. There's no way the Dodgers win that game if that doesn't happen. The game's 5-0. So with 2 outs in the 5th, they put it 5 because of the errors. The air. The air. The air. So it's culture, right? I mean, in San Diego, this is important because I was at the game in San Diego. I didn't buy a ticket going because they were so radically overpriced. I'm there. I'm at the games. And I remember telling everybody, whoever wins this game, you know, the Padres were ahead in this series, remember? What, 2-1? Whoever wins this next game, I think will win the World Series. I really do. They're the 2 best teams in baseball. They're the 2 hottest teams in baseball by far. And remember, Ohtani was at Fukushima, Japan. I call him the Fuktonium Kid, but the Yankees shut him down. He didn't do anything in this World Series, nothing. I mean, I think he went 2 for 20. And he was a nothing, 0. They shut him down. But remember the pitcher. I think there's your second, of the playoffs from Japan. Whoa. And I says, whoever wins this game, I think is going to win the World Series. I was there. Play back the tape, Your Honor. So, the Yankees handed it to him on a silver platter. Kind of like the election that's going, you think? California versus New York. Candidates from where? Candidates from what? Wasn't he the MVP last year of the World Series? Oh, yeah. He's been the MVP in World Series in both leagues. What? Yeah. So, baseball metaphors matter. Very interesting. So, culture changed radically in 1989 in this country. Really radically changed. Culture changed radically in 1989. And no gloves. There's no gloves. Forget defense. Forget that. And there's plenty of players out there with great gloves, but they don't want them. They don't want them. They want no part of them. I mean, what sport has turned into in this country? Remember, baseball was the working class sport. Dirt cheap. Gotta go with that left. Go with that left. So now it's an elitist thing. The digital douchebags that are taking off San Diego. You should see it, San Diego. Been there my whole life. So they call themselves digital nomads. They're analytics. That's what they do. Computers, they move there and think because of the weather, but they don't realize worst water quality in the world. So LA, Chavez Ravine. You don't think culture matters? By the way, anybody that have an argument between capitalism and socialism right now has got their heads up their ass. It's all imperialism, both parties. So, when the O'Malley's left Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, this is important. They go to Chavez Ravine. The person that had been labeled as a communist is a socialist who fought it. The famous old governor of California, Governor Olson. Fought it. He was labeled as a communist. Favorite thing. He battled it. He went to Ogden High School. He grew up in Ogden, Utah. So they come in there and build Dodger Stadium. Indigenous people, the Mexican people hated the Dodgers when I was a kid. Hated them. I remember being an opening day in 1988. Well, we were in San Diego, like the Dodgers. I remember going to the game. I can't remember if it was opening day right there. John Kruk hit a 2-run homer late and beat the Dodgers. And I remember that ticket I had, 31. I almost wadded it up and threw it away. Like, this team ain't winning nothing. That's back at San Diego Stadium. The old Murphy was one. So this is important. The O'Malley's grandsons, yes, the O'Malley's grandson owned the Padres. Peter La Jolla. As you know, the marine biologist in La Jolla, Kevin Blanch, the one that, the real one, not Scripps, those dirtbags. Brownie Scripps? Brownie Scripps? What? Oh! Start to connect the Ogden dots. The Car Museum at Babel. Oh, Ogden. Coronado on Balco on Keno. So, Peter gets leukemia in 2011. The owner, so did I. I got ML DeNuvo, was given 2 months to live, going to a Bomar 11-11-11s. Peter gets it in 2011. The owner of the Padres, the O'Malley's grandson, Dodgers. He's in La Jolla, so am I. I'm in North PB, La Jolla. Grand Avenue. So, he get cancer at the same time I did, given 2 months to live. He's a billionaire. You know, he's working. I used to see him around because I'm in North PB. I'm sleeping in sleep bag, doing all the greatest fucking PhD in human history. Fukushima. So I'm at the game, Padres, Dodgers, downtown. I can't afford to go in. Tickets have gone psycho. I went to the 98 World Series. I remember walking up to the window, game day, and bought a ticket for $20. Yankees, Padres. Tony Gwynn. I used to love that stadium. They tore that stadium and moved it downtown. Just a couple buildings over from that downtown stadium is the Edward Schwartz building. Why is that so significant? Baseball metaphors matter. Oh, the USS Reagan. The ship that was sent into Fukushima, and all those guys were radiated, dying like flies. I'm in La Jolla, right by Peter's house, and I'm walking along the beach, and a guy yells at me. It's on video. Hey, Blanch, come here. I need to talk to you. In a suit, sophisticated. He says, I've been watching you. I've been waiting and trying to find you. I live here in La Jolla. Very sophisticated guy. And he says, I got to tell you, my neighbor's son, you know who I knew him, the young mechanic boy, just died of leukemia. He was on the USS Reagan. He says, yeah, they're all right. You know? That's my point. The great equalizer. So the trial is right there by the stadium. Where was Otani when Fukushima happened in 2011? Right there. Hulk's made of plutonium, right? Spider-Man. I love plutonium, man. They shut him down, didn't they? Oh, yeah, they shut him down. Analytics cost them. Game 1. He goes to the computer with basic loaded, and would Freeman jacked anybody else up? We don't know. We'll never know that, will we? But the guy had pitched since August. Are you kidding me? But the computer told him to do that. That error, that's got to be the worst. By the way, Ernie Lombardi played here in Ogden for the Ogden Gunners. Look up Ernie Lombardi when he got hit in the nuts in the World Series. By the way, what are you going to dress up for Halloween? I said, well, the scariest costumes really to dress up for would be Biden and or Trump. Either Biden or Trump. That's some scary shit, those two. Blanch, you just booted it. E. Errors, no gloves. There's no gloves in baseball. It's home run fucking good. It's all or nothing. That's what they say. There's no tactical. No. Fox News rolls in, buys the contract. Operation Foxconn News, 94, wanted by Jetstream. controlled by cable TV. To not show baseball. America's pastime. Now it's football, right? Interesting. I don't believe what I just Googled. I don't believe what I just Googled. 2011 ties in. Well, Trump used the F word when he told me he wouldn't use the F word. And he would. After his office, Fukushima. The pitcher from Japan. Whoa, whoa, how good was he? They shut down Otani. After the boys of summer have gone. So the Dodgers have been affiliated with the Ogden for decades. Ogden Dodgers, Ogden Dodgers, Ogden Dodgers. For that, when we were kids, all our fathers were Reds fans. So they've always been affiliated. Well, in the 60s, and then they've been affiliated here for many, many years with the Dodgers. They pulled the affiliation here a couple of years, so it's not professional. I mean, well, I guess it is professional, but it's not affiliated. There's no affiliation here, so the quality of baseball has crashed. I mean, crashed. Even worse than the majors. No D in New York. So no D in New York. Garvey played here. I sat by him at the opening ceremonies of the Olympics 2002. Mormon Tabernacle Choir doing the wave with W. Bobby Valentine in his restaurant. It's got the coolest ass old school Italian restaurant in Brooklyn. You bought me lunch, dinner. Ricky Henderson. I got stories about Ricky Henderson when he was here. Really good ones. I probably can't tell, but good stories. Got stories about a lot of these players. Baseball metaphors matter. The A's have left the Bay. The A's have left the Bay. The A's have left the Bay. Huh. Dodgers finally get one. He's not Bobby Cox anymore, is he? No, he's got two. The COVID one. But all those years, those great runs, I guess he's not Bobby Cox. He's got two. So the Yankees handed it to him on a baseball medal 88, 2024. They win in 5. Wasn't that a game 1 walk-off? Oh boy, 2 of the most epic home runs. What's the odds? In the first game 1 in Dodger Stadium. Eckersley. I couldn't stand fucking Eckersley. After the boys. Baseball metaphors matter. This town went crazy in 1980. There was still a lot of hardcore Dodgers fans. Not anymore. A lot of Ogdenites really feel that the Dodgers betrayed them. And, well, this quality baseball. The city owns this stadium. It's an incredible stadium. Absolutely incredible. Everybody wants an urban stadium. Everybody wants an urban stadium. Urban stadium, we have one. But we don't have any affiliated baseball, which blows my mind. They're going to build it. And by the way, this owner of the Jazz and his talk about gut this country. What is he up to? I mean, this state. Oh my God, the Jazz are pitiful, ain't they? Tear down a Bravino Hall. I don't believe what I just Googled. I don't believe what I just Googled. After the boys of summer have gone, the A's have left the Bay. Baseball metaphors matter. So the trial's right downtown San Diego, right there where he's on the hill pitching. What's Fukushima? 2011. Oh boy. Baseball metaphors matter. Baseball metaphors matter. Baseball metaphors matter. Whoa. I think it's a cultural shift. Oh, the powerful Yankees. Hmm. They handed it to him, didn't they? I mean, literally handed it to him. Analytics and errors cost the Yankees. And Freeman. Huh. Thought he was a Brave. Hmm. Hmm. What a legendary series he had. Are you kidding me? He got the hit after the air in the 5th inning. Historic performance. Really historic performance. Analytics and errors. And Freeman. Hmm. It's officially winter, right? Oh, it's cold and shit. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I'll get more work done on Fukushima. By the way, thank you, Boober. Thank you, Boober. He sent me a little bit of money. You know, this anti-nuclear fight of mine, my Kevin versus Goliath. You know, I'm the 2012 San Francisco Giants. The greatest comeback in sports history, 2012 San Francisco Giants. In the divisional series, they're down. They lost the first 2 at home. They got to go to Cincinnati and win 3. That's the exact day that I was going in and out of a coma in the LSD state bone marrow transplant. It looked like I was going to die. I remember watching that game, trying to on TV, so sick. And it was just defense, clinging, trying to hang on. I think they won that game with 1 or 2 hits. Pence up against the fence. Play at the plate, throw it out. All defense. They won in extra innings, I think, too, to stay alive. But I woke up. I don't know how I didn't die that night. I don't know how I didn't die that night. That's the closest I came. I came so close. I have ML de Nouveau with a marker of 44, which is a death sentence. That's the closest I came was that night. The next day, Lincecum on the hill, right? His wife tragically just died of leukemia. Didn't Fernando just die of cancer? I mean, the new 90 is 60. They're down in that game. They come back and won. Miracle comeback. They're down again at St. Louis 3-1. Came back. They swept the Triple Crown. Defense. Wow. I'll never forget that. Kevin Blanch, the 2012 San Francisco Giants. Baseball metaphors matter. Oh boy. Culture mirrors baseball. It's been proven over and over and over and over and over. Happy Halloween. Winter's officially started. We know winter here. Everybody knows. The day after the World Series ends. What a view. Are you kidding me? What a view. What a view is right. Huh. Remember the 5th of November. The election's on the 5th of November. Yeah. I used to go to D.C. I've been trying to get plane pegs to help with the peace vigil. Plane tickets are outrageous. Anyway. So, I was always in D.C. for the election. My old beater piece of shit car, I can't believe it's still limping along. You know, I got financially destroyed with leukemia, open heart surgery twice, including pacemaker this year. Isn't there oceans in New York? Isn't there an ocean in Los Angeles? Dead typos at your feet, Edie. Semper Fi. Thank you, Boober, for sending me a little bit of money. Help me try to get this thing fixed. You know, I'm working on it. We're working on it. We ordered a catalytic converter. The old beater, it's hanging on just like me. Oh boy. It's got a lot of miles. It's not the years, it's the miles. Analytics and errors and Freeman. Stay tuned.